Today I will talk about two principles. If you follow these two principles, you can beat up 90% of traders in crypto or stock market. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Johnny. Listen to Johnny's story. You can boost your perspectives. So this episode, I will coach you everyone how to successfully winning in the crypto or stock market in the long run. If you follow these two principles, I can guarantee you can make a ton of money in the long run. So the first principle is don't ever do the leverage, don't ever trading with leverage. Leverage, I know abundant of guys, they were trading crypto, they were trading stocks with leverage. Cause it can amplify your profits. Yeah, it's really attractive. But actually, this is very illusion. So you needn't use the leverage. So I will show you. I will explain it. I still remember. It's still 2015. The Bitcoin price. I remember at that time it's only $500. Yeah, it's ridiculously lower. At that time, my invested capital is around $100,000. Initially, I start to normal trading, and I got some profits constantly. Not pretty much, but steadily get some profits. And then the platform push out some leverage promotions activity. I start to learn about the leverage. When I completely know about the leverage trading is what, I felt very exciting, cause I think this can improve my profits. So I use the 5x leverage. So my initial capital is $100,000. Then I borrowed from the platform $400,000. So my total capital cash is $500,000. Then I went to all in the Bitcoins. I think the price is at that time is $500. So within 1 year, Bitcoin's price risen up from $500 to the $500. I remember I already bought almost 400 Bitcoins at that time. So If I keep the Bitcoins just within 1 year, I can get the profits. Every Bitcoins I can get 1,000 bucks of the profits. Means I can totally get $300,000 of the profits if I hold it just in 1 year. But ridiculously, just within 1 month, I lost 90% of my initial invested capital. Do you know what's happened? Once I put all of my money into the Bitcoins, it already affect my daily life. When I was in sleep, my hand always emerge some candlestick charts. When I eat dinner, I was worried about the price fluctuant. So I stare the computer screen every minute. I was glued to the computer screen, just looking at the price goes up and goes down. It effectively impact my daily life. I still remember this is a nightmare night. At that time, my classmate was appointed with me to a dinner. Just 1 hour. The dinner just lasting 1 hour, but it lost me 90% of my invested capital. Cause at that time, Bitcoin crashed sharply, about 20%. But because of my leverage, so I lost of my 50% of my invested capital. So since that, I never ever trading with leverage. Because leverage, it affects your mentality. Even if you think the Bitcoin will keep rise up, but if he just plunge it temporarily, I think you will stop loss. You cannot keep hold it. So it not only you lost your initial capital, but also the profits is not belong to you. Alright. The next principle is never ever short the market. I know every guys, a lot of guys, if they think the Bitcoin or stock, if they reach the top, they will think, if I short the market, I can get abundant of the profits. So I put myself as an example. Why you never ever do the short? I still remember the Bitcoin at that time is around $600. Cause it's temporarily rise up from $500 to the $600. So I think it's reached the top. So I made a short without hesitation. So what happened next time? Yeah, it plunged as I expected. It plunged, but before it plunged, it have a spike up. So as a result, my amount got wiped up. Yeah, I lost all of my initial invested capital. At that time, I feel very, very frustrated. I think if I did it after spike up, maybe I can avoid of my loss. But a bit of time ago, I can clearly got the principles. You never ever win a platform, cause the platform, they can monitor your account, they can monitor your tradings. So even if your direction is right, but just a temporary spike up or spike or sharply down, you will still lose your initial invested capital. So from my perspective, I never do these two principles. Never leverage, never shortening the market. If you can follow these two principles, I can guarantee you, in the long run, you can win 90% of the traders. Alright, today I will just share these two principles. If you follow me later, I can coach you more skills and more principles about the capital market, how to invest in the stock, how to invest in the crypto. See you guys.